Hi and welcome to my playhouse, and today we're gonna be trying to mess with this Hewlett-Packard DAS box down here. It has been a while since I've been messing with it last because I got tired of it. It was messing with me. It kept well, it's buggy as hell. I have no idea what's going on, if it's a one defective drive that is totally ruining everything, or if it's bad connections in the box, or whatever. Just wasn't acting nice. So I wanted to turn it on again and try it out a little bit. It has been off for a really long time because it consumes a lot of power, so I turned it off. But I also want to try with some other drives. Here I have a 3 terabyte drive. The ones that I have down here is 2 terabyte drive. I just want to check if it will do a 3 terabyte drive, and also if this drive is any good. This came out of a Dell EMC SAN that yeah, I just want to put the drive in and see if the drive is there. Well, I will delete it while I'm doing that. Then I have a Seagate Barracuda 4 terabytes, meant to go in a regular computer. We're gonna try and put that in. And then I have a brand new Western Digital Elements USB 3 drive that we're gonna be shaking out of the box here and trying to put that in. See if it will see a 10 terabyte drive in there. That would be awesome. If that works, the box should be good to handle 700 terabytes. That would be kind of neat, wouldn't it? I think so. So yeah, we're gonna try that. I'm gonna find the trays for these, and we're gonna meet there. Okay, this one is already out of the tray. So I have these awesome trays that Sasha Lopez from the UK sent me, and the drives needs to go into these trays to be able to fit in the storage box. That one is really simple. It will just pop in here. It's actually a pretty small drive. Only takes up the bottom of this tray thingy here, so that's cool. I guess it's okay-ish. If I can match up the holes, find those. Yeah, I'll screw that in. So this one is ready to pop in. And that drive, this 4 terabyte Barracuda, should be all fine. I took that out of my Synology NAS up here. There. That's one of the original 4 terabytes that was moved over from my old Synology NAS. That has been replaced with one of these 10 terabyte Western Digital Element drives, so that one should be good. Let's check this Dell EMC, but it's really an Hitachi drive. It's a 3 terabyte and it's a high-end enterprise storage drive. These are, well, they're kind of pricey if you want to buy them. I like the system that they've made here with this tray here. It's very easy to get the drives out of there, and it comes with a little circuit board here which will convert the connections from regular SATA SAS connects. This is, I guess this is SATA. Yes, this is a SATA 3 gigabits, 7200 RPMs. So yeah, but very easy to get the drives out of there. So must admit that that's a cool system. Probably you pay an arm and a leg for that. So I'll put that in the next tray. So this Hitachi drive came out of a Dell EMC system where the system said that it was dead. But we're gonna try it out anyway, see if it pops up at all, or if it's just, well, totally not responsive. So now we have the complicated one, the one that we have to get out of this box here. I actually had a comment just the other day about these drives, because yes, this is apparently the cheapest way to get an internal disk, is to buy the whole box. You get a good discount. It's weird as hell. It's rather weird So here is the Western Digital element box, and we'll try and get into that. And I think I have some tools for that. Yeah, an awesome subscriber sent me this iFixit kit. Let's see if we can find some plastic tools that will help us open this box without breaking the plastic too much, so that, well, if one of these drives fails at some point, I might be able to persuade the company that sells these that, oh, never had it open. So how do we do that? That's a nice little plastic pry bar here. That might do the job. There's even a couple of them, so that was easy. Not as much as a scratch yet. I can still ruin that, I'm sure. Yeah, inside of these boxes are these awesome Western Digital white label drives, and as I'm told, someone has checked this and found out that it's exactly the same as a Western Digital red drive. It has the same firmware, it has the same everything. It's just a lot cheaper, and you have to unbox it before you can use it. There is a screw here that connects it to the circuit board here. So, yeah, split there. See, there's one size one. So you can see this crack. It's oiled. There, still not a scratch. Another screw here. And this little circuit board that is. This one is converting the drive from regular SATA connections and over to a USB 3 connections and power and stuff. So we unplug that. Cool. There's a little trick to these drives. Sometimes they won't pop up. Newer equipment, it tests for some power connector thingy here on the power connector, and if it doesn't pop up at all, well, there's something about covering up one of these power pins, number 3 or number 4, I forget, but I believe it. Let's check. If it just pops up, we're not gonna mess with that. If it doesn't pop up at all, we might try that. So I must say that was a win for the iFixit kit. Not a scratch on that box, and yeah, that is awesome. Cool. I'll put this in a box as well. So this 10 terabyte hard drive is not going permanently in the Hewlett-Packard box. I'm just gonna be testing it, and it's gonna go up into the Synology box instead. And I might just add that this was sponsored by Patrons, and I would very much encourage people that enjoys my videos to go over to Patreon and well, maybe contribute $3 a month, and helps me get this awesome gear that we can test out. And I would probably not have spent this much on another new 10 terabyte hard drive out of own pocket, but I do use all of the Patreon money for stuff to show you guys on my channel, or to do stuff with. Here later in this month, I'm going to Canada to attend the Linus Tech Tip convention over there, the LTX19, and I have also used Patreon money to pay for my Airbnb on that trip. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So this is the awesome Lenovo X3650 Model 5. It is connected to this Hewlett-Packard Store Once DAS down here. If you look at that, it has like trays that comes out. In each of these 2 trays, there's one here and there's one there, and there is room for 35 3.5 inches hard drives in each of those. So a total of 70 drives in here, which is kind of a lot. Oh, and heavy. I think we're gonna be messing with number 1 over here. We're gonna try and replace the 3 first drives in here and see what pops up. So, but should we just do that? We could just do that. We can open up here. Right now the box is off, so yeah, I've actually put labels on some of these, so let's pop these out. These are all Hitachi 2 terabytes that are in here, and they have already gotten dusty. Okay, so for video purposes, it would make good sense to put in first one drive and then put in the next drive and keep the excitement up and all of that good stuff, but well, yeah, it has collected some dust. It takes quite a while for these drives to pop up, so we're just gonna pop in all 3 drives here. We're gonna have the top one, number 1 is gonna be the 3 terabyte, the doubtful one, the one that had failed. Then we are putting in the 4 terabyte. That one should be okay and in perfectly working condition. And the last one, we're gonna pop in this 10 terabyte Western Digital, which is brand new, should be working, might be too big for the array. So yeah, we're gonna try and pop that in. All of them says 1 terabyte here. That doesn't matter. And we'll go around the back and turn this on. So around here, where there is not a lot of space, down here is the box. It is powered on even though it's off, so we can just press the button here. And this is kind of funny because it's the tiniest little yellow button here, and it sounds like a bloody plane when you turn it on. It's gonna say click, I guess, and then it's gonna blow us, well, a lot. Okay, guess I need to press it a little bit more than that. There. And it's gonna say yeah, and it blows a lot of air through here. So and it's gonna be spinning all the drives, and that's why I have it off when I'm not using it. It's kind of looking at the drives in some weird way. So yeah, we will go and check the computer. This one has been it has been complaining since I firmware upgraded it. It has this orange exclamation mark. I don't get an error, it just complains. So it's very weird. But we just put the new drives in over here, so we might be able to check that. And as said, they are connected to this server. We have moved to the computer in the living room. And I'm on my awesome Lenovo X3650 Model 5, which has the new E5 2687W version 4, 3 GHz processor, and 256 gigabytes of RAM. Awesome. And I have this virtual machine here, which I thought this was gonna be my AD server, Active Directory server. It's probably the only thing I haven't used it for, but I am right now that is connected. If we go down to hardware, I have it connected to this PCI device 0B, which is the RAID controller. It's a RAID controller in the server that is connected to that Hewlett Packard DAS. So if we go to the console of it, we can see that it has a lot of hard drives. Actually, dashboard here, it sees 55 hard drives right now. That's the biggest amount of hard drives I have ever seen on this, as far as I remember. So that is kind of cool. And another cool thing is that I messed up. I've accidentally swapped the cables around. This is the second enclosure and down here is the first enclosure. But we can kind of see that it sees a 3 terabyte drive here, which is awesome. And then it sees a 4 terabyte drive there, which is also awesome. And if we go further down, we also see the 10 terabyte drive right there, which means that I would be able to put in 700 terabytes of data in this DAS. Oh boy, I wish I had 70 of those, but well, yeah, bit expensive. Bloody cool that that works. So it has no problems with 3 terabytes, no problems with 4 terabytes, the 10 terabyte as well. So And we can see that it's a Western Digital, it sees the model number, and yeah. Okay, I'm just opening Disk Manager here, and I must admit that with 45 drives, Disk Manager is not that fast. So it takes a little bit to open that up. I wanted to, yeah, there it actually is. I wanted to see those drives in here. And there is a lot of drives unconfigured. Some are configured in some way. Apparently there is some volumes on that one. Here's the, oh, that must be the 3 terabyte drive right there. That also has some volumes. We have a 10 terabyte down here, unallocated, 33 megabytes. The rest is in a something. Okay, just to be perfectly clear, I tried to make this 10 terabyte a volume here, just to see if it would do that, and it did. So I see no reason why this DAS shouldn't be able to do 700 terabytes. It's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna try and do the same thing with the 3 terabyte drive, because that one was a bit buggy. I managed to get this 3 terabyte old EMC drive up and running. 2.72 terabytes available. If drive, doesn't matter. That was a little bit more problematic. When I was messing with it in here in the Disk Manager, it had a couple of extra partitions that I wasn't able to delete from in here. So I had to go over to diskpart and remove it from there, and kind of, well, you start diskpart and you select, well, you can list drives. Let's see, list disks, and you get all your hard drives. I've been in here, I've been removing a lot of partitions so that they're nice and slick. And these are the new drives that I was messing with. So you make a list, and then you go in and you select a drive that you want to do something nasty to, like number 20. What is number 20? That's up here. Right now number 20 is offline, so I can select it, but I can't really do anything. And if I want to totally remove everything on it, well, I select this clean option here. That will clean everything off of it. If I do that on number 20 here, it will tell me that, it will tell me that diskpart has successfully cleaned that disk. So, meh. Okay, as I mentioned, I'm not gonna leave all of these drives in here. I'm definitely gonna take the 10 terabyte out, and also the 4 terabyte drive. I just wanted to check if the DAS box here would handle it. So I'm gonna take the 4 and the 10 terabyte out. I'm gonna leave the 3 terabyte in, and I'm gonna be swapping some drives around. I have these 2 terabytes that was in spot number 1, 2, and 3. And I know from a fact that these was okay. So I've made myself a little list of drives that I want to swap around. I'll take out number 2 and number 3, and the last drive that I have down here will go in number 6, and then number 6 will go to number 22, and number 22 will go to number blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. When I open it up, it's gonna be very noisy. It will start the fan, and that will go absolutely crazy. There we are. So number 2. That was the 4 terabyte. I have one of these little cleaning sticks here. These are the ones with some cleaning fluids inside, where you bend this one, and the fluid will go down into this, and I can clean the drives that I'm putting in. Make sure that the golden connections here are very clean. And I'm going to take out the 10 terabytes as well. Awesome 10 terabyte hard drive. Put in another 2 terabyte there instead. and I'm gonna continue my little plan here. Okay, this video is kind of a success, so please give it a like, and please do consider go checking me out on Patreon. My good patrons paid for this awesome 10 terabyte hard drive, and it's good to know that if I just happens to come across $19,000 that I have no idea what to use for, well, I could put in 70 of these 10 terabyte drives in that NAS, and I could have 700 terabytes of storage in that. That would be a lot of storage. I have nothing to use 700 terabytes of storage for presently. I'm gonna be putting this one up in my NAS box up here, and that will give me 25, I guess, maybe thereabout. So and that is cool. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye. Yeah, I'm still at 45 drives. I dropped a few, but now I have a few back, so